And now, without any further ado, I give to you the Groom has cold feet.
Morning, Mabel.
Morning, Sheriff. You up on your rounds?
No, I gotta go out there to the livery stable. Cyrus, he seems to think the rats eat most of his grain, and he wants me to arrest them.
Never a dull moment in Pine Grove.
Ain't that the truth? Mabel?
Sheriff. Morning, Mabel. Morning, Milton. What brings you to town? I'm looking for a job. A job. My dad tells me I'm good for nothing, and that no one in their right mind would give me a job. But I told him that I noticed I could get a job, and I'd get right to work. But he said that there's more of a chance that pigs would fly than I get me a job. So I'm going to prove him wrong. So, can I get a job from you, mate? Me? Give you a job. Oh, well, Milton, I can't just give you a job. Well, why not? Why not? Work at the mercantile is real slow. There just ain't enough work to hire someone right now. Shucks. You know what one who might want to hire me? Hire you. Why don't you try Cyrus at the livery stable? I reckon he might need someone to keep out the rats. Thanks, Mabel. I'll do that anytime, Milton.
Morning, Mabel.
Morning, Harley. What brings you to town?
I'm looking for me a wife.
Wife? I'm sorry, Harley, but I don't sell any of those here. Why are you looking for a wife?
Ever since Mom and Pa died, I got to know out there on the farm, so I picked up a wife here in town today.
But you can't just pick up a wife. You need to court her.
Court? Her?
Yes. You know, you need to meet someone and then take her on a Sunday ride, maybe a picnic on a sunny day, take her to a hotel and dance a little. Oh, sorry, Harley. Don't know what came over me. Anyway, to get to know a lady before you ask her to be your wife.
I ain't got no time for that.
That's just how things are. You need to sweep a lady off her feet.
Sweep her off the feet. I ain't even got a broom.
I can sell you a broom, Harley, but not a wife.
Shucks. I was figuring throwing the wedding after coming up.
There's a wedding coming up?
Yep, heard about it just today. Well, I'll keep a look. Maybe find a wife for me. Thanks, Mabel.
Oh, there's a wedding coming up. Oh, I am so excited. Della. Land sakes, is there a fire somewhere? No. Something wrong with that? No. That Mrs. Cratchit finally put her husband 6 feet under? No, something better. Something better? Yes! Well, don't just stand there. Tell me quick. Okay. I heard it from a very reliable source. Who heard it from? Well, I don't rightly know where they heard it. But who cares? Out with it. There's gonna be a wedding. A wedding? Yeah. Oh, I do love a wedding. Wow, we have got so much to do. You need to think about the decorations, the location. Maybe down at the pond place just down the road. Beverly, I just heard the greatest news.
Did the student coach finally bring another shipment of plates?
Oh, well, you know, the mercantile just still not out.
Well, how about that, Mrs. Cratchit? Is she your husband yet?
Not yet, don't we wish?
Well, what is it?
Well, I heard it from a reliable source who heard it from another reliable source who heard it from, well, I don't rightly know where they
Who cares? Stop with it.
There's gonna be a wedding.
A wedding? Oh, that's just what this town needs, is a wedding.
I know, we got so much planning to do.
Caroline, have you heard the news?
Did Milton shoot himself in the foot again?
No, he didn't shoot himself again.
Did Mrs. Cratchit finally shoot her husband?
No, not yet.
So what has you so fired up?
Well, I heard it from Della, who heard it from a very reliable source, who heard it from a very reliable source, who
Out
heard it
with it before I start shooting something someone.
There's gonna be a wedding.
A wedding? How wonderful!
Oh, we have so much planning to. We're gonna have pictures like flowers and the colors. Oh my gosh, the colors are hot.
Beverly, who's getting married?
I don't know. I recommend it's not part of the story. You need to tell me. Who's getting married?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on just one second. But yes, you didn't tell me who's getting married. I don't know.
You don't know who's getting married?
Getting married? Oh, that'd be Albert.
Albert.
Albert is getting married.
That can't be.
Impossible.
Who in their right mind would marry Albert?
That would be Kayla May Blossom.
Kayla May?
Mabel, have you seen Mr. Todd? No, not this morning. Check down in his office. Thanks, Mabel. I'll do that. Kayla May Blossom married Albert Webster? I'm shocked. I'm shaken.
Stunned.
I'm furious.
Furious.
Furious that we had to hear about this from Milton. Ladies, we're losing our touch. It's our job to get the information first and then spread it through town. We must be better informed.
I completely agree. We must start eavesdropping in on more democracy
Oh, and spying on others.
and reading other people's mail.
It's our duty.
Especially since there's no newspaper in town to keep everyone informed.
We're like the town criers.
Yes.
So important.
Miss Mayfield, I pay you to tend the mercantile, not stand around in the street gossiping.
We were not gossiping, Mr. Webster.
I stand corrected.
Mr. Webster, is it true that you'll be getting married?
Word travels faster than the Pony Express in this town.
So it's true then?
Yes, it's true. I thought about having the wedding right here in front of the saloon on Main Street, and if we close it off down here and we come
A
down...
wedding in the street? What, you think you own this town?
He does own this town, Caroline.
That may be true, but he has no right to block off the streets.
We shall see about that. Miss Mayfield, the mercantile,
Yes, Mr. Webster. I'll get right back to work.
and what brought you ladies to town on this fine morning?
Oh, well, I was just headed to the mercantile.
Don't let me stop you.
Mr. Webster.
As was I. No, excuse me, Mr. Webster.
Good day, Mr. Webster.
Mrs. Pickens,
Mr. Webster,
Milton,
I've been looking for me a job. And Mabel told me to check with Cyrus. And then Cyrus told me to check with Mr. Todd. And then Mr. Todd told me to check with you. So I think that you can give me a job.
yes, the sheriff. Ask the sheriff. He was looking for a deputy. Maybe he's a fool.
Oh, Dickie! I'm finally a sheriff!
Mr. Webster,
Mr. Buckley,
I was wanting to talk to you.
you are talking to me, Mr. Buckley.
So I am.
Well, get on with it. I don't have all day.
Yes, it's about my loan. I was wondering if I could have a little more time to come up with the money.
Oh, Mr. Buckley, I am a businessman. I loan money, and people pay it back to me with interest. That's how the business works.
Yes, but
But, a word that means yet, except, however, on the contrary, all meanings that tell me you know what you should do, but you won't. I can't help that you fell on bad times, Mr. Buckley. I can't help that your crops failed, so please don't make your problems mine.
yes, I know, but I don't have the money.
Then you know what must be. You either come up with your monthly payment or your land is mine.
You can't take my land.
I have a contract in my office and you signed it.
Yes, I know, but
You must stop using that word, Mr. Buckley. You simply need to come up with the money or your land is going to be mine.
well, I can pay you in chickens.
I don't want your chickens.
laying hens?
Not even your laying hens. I need cold, hard cash.
I'm sure we could come to some agreement.
We have come to an agreement, Mr. Buckley. Either you pay on time or your land is mine.
Yes,
But, being that this is a special occasion for me, I may be willing to forego this month's payment for a small deed.
anything, Mr. Webster.
I understand that you were courting Kayla May Blossom.
Yes, I was, but she broke it off after a pot. It's been real hard for her and her mom.
It's a painfully sad story.
I know she'll come back to me. She just needs a little more time. What does this have to do with my loan?
Well, I don't know if you've heard, but I'm getting married.
Married?
Yes, it's all come up rather suddenly, and well, I need a best man.
A best man?
Yes, in lieu of this month's payment, would you be my best man? You do like that word, don't you, Mr. Buckley? A simple yes or no is going to do. A yes means that you get to keep your land for one more month, or no means you need to start packing.
Oh, how about 2 months?
Do not start negotiating with me, Mr. Buckley.
Oh, I guess I'll have to take it.
Then it's settled. Meet me right here on Main Street tomorrow and wear your finest suit.
Mr. Webster,
Yes, Mr. Buckley.
who is it that you're marrying?
Kayla May Blossom.
Kayla May? You can't marry my Kayla May.
She's not your Kayla May anymore, Mr. Buckley, and soon she will be mine.
I would mind to take my knife to you.
You might have the mind, but you do not have the guts. Now, I'll see you tomorrow morning and wear your finest suit.
Virgil sure seemed mad, Pa.
He sure did. I wonder what got him all upset.
Maybe it's because he was from boring town.
Over town.
Yeah, Pa. We can have some action around here, like a bank robbery, or a silly brawl, or maybe even a killing.
Ah, Sarah, you bite your tongue. We're not going to have a bank robbery. Or a brawl. Definitely not a killing.
But I ain't never got to see a hanging before.
Except we ain't gonna have one here in this town. At least I hope not. It's my job to get the peace in this town. And I aim to do it.
Sure is so that it's your job, Pa. You know, if a crime does happen, I'll help you haul the bad guys and solve it.
I don't know, Sarah. Things get a little dangerous around here.
Please, Pa.
No, I don't know. How about that? Just hitting something for a youngin'. Don't you start crying. You know, I hate to see you when you cry. Look, maybe take
I'll
this.
take that as a yes. I'll keep my eye open for any suspicious activity.
You do that. You can't do this. Of course I can, and like I said, you're fired.
But you said you'd marry me.
I got a better offer.
And just where am I supposed to go?
This isn't a homeless shelter, Darlene. You hang out with one of those cowboys that you're always hanging on to.
You pay me to hang on to this.
Not anymore, sweet pea.
Oh, if I could get my hands around your fat neck, I would squeeze until your head popped up.
Goodbye, Darlene. Everything all right, Darlene?
No, that no account Albert's gonna find himself dead someday, and I hope I'm the one to do it.
That would be a crime, Pa!
No. Darlene's just a little upset right now. She ain't gonna be harming Albert.
Don't see why not. Albert's a bad man.
That's Mr. Webster to you.
Then Mr. Webster's a bad man.
Most would agree with you on that. But look, being a bad man isn't against any law. Hey, Sheriff. Oh, morning, Harlan. I don't think I've ever seen you in town this early before.
I got very early to find me a wife.
A wife?
Yeah, it's kind of known out there on farms, so I come trying to pick up a wife.
Harlan, look, man. You can't just pick up a wife at the mercantile like a sack of potatoes.
That's what Mabel tells me. You the only one about to prefer man?
No, not this fast. You know, most women like a formal courting period before they even want to talk about marriage.
In your case, a year or two.
Sarah?
I ain't got no time for that. I just left the hall sitter today.
Smells like you've been sleeping with those hogs.
Yeah, Harley, you might have a fighting chance to get yourself a wife if you take a bath first.
Hey, I think till next month.
I think you missed this month's back day.
Well, I'll keep a looking. All right, you do that. Bye, Harley. Bye, Sheriff.
I don't think Harley's turned his brain on in years.
It does look like his candle went out. Well, looks like I've got to be doing my rounds.
I'll go with you, Pom. You never know when a crime might happen.
Look, I don't need no young'un underfoot now.
Me? Underfoot? Why do you want to be near me, Pom? I'll be as far as that.
That'd be the day.
You think you're leaving my bump off, Mr. Webster?
Sarah?
Sorry, Pom. Kayla May, we have been best friends ever since you were little. We were little. And what I'm trying to say is, I think you should tell me what's bothering you.
Gladys, I don't think you're gonna like what I have to say.
I don't have to like it. I just have to hear it.
I fixed it so Mama can keep our land.
Oh, that's wonderful. Delightful, magnificent, and lovely. And oh, ever since your pa died, you and your mom have been trying to keep the farm. I can't believe that. No good Mr. Webster was trying to take that land right out from underneath you. One day that land's gonna grow so much, he's gonna put him 6 feet under. Morning, Kayla May. Gladys, have you seen the sheriff? No, I'm looking for him. Have you checked the livery stable? Yes, I have. Have you checked Mr. Todd's office? Yep. Have you checked his office? Why did I think of looking for the sheriff in the sheriff's office? Go check there. Thanks. Kayla May. Glad.
I know.
Sheriff's office. So tell me, if you got your land back, why are you still so upset?
It's what I have to do to get our land back.
And what is that?
I have to marry Albert Webster.
Oh my goodness, is that thing real? I mean, you have to marry Albert Webster?
I have to, Gladys. I have no choice.
But Kayla May, you'll ruin your entire life marrying that man.
But at least Mama will get back the land her and Pa worked so hard for.
Oh, but Miss Webster's just the meanest, rackest, nastiest, no goodest, frivolous.
Gladys. I get your point, Gladys, but my mind is made up. Sometimes a woman has to do what's best for her family, and that's me marrying Albert.
Yes, but what about you?
I'll be fine. It won't be so bad.
So bad. So bad, well, it'll be the worstest, most unhealthiest, awfulest
Gladys.
person.
I should have never gotten you that dictionary for your birthday. Please, won't you support me as a friend?
What I should do is poison Mr. Webster. And then, when he turns up dead, no one would give a second thought about it.
You can't do that.
I know. What does your mom say about all this?
Oh, she's not been mad. She tried to talk me out of it all night. But I gotta do this.
Well, I can see your mind is made up. Have you seen the sheriff yet? No? Why, he's plumb fell off the earth. Why are you looking for the sheriff? Why? So I can see fixed now?
Did he just say,
It's Milton. Don't try to understand him.
Gladys, will you be my maid of honor?
Me? Why, of course, Kayla May. You're my best friend.
Thanks, Gladys. I gotta go get me a wedding dress.
Oh, I got an idea. Maybe it should be black.
Gladys.
Sorry.
I have a white dress, and we could add some lace to it. It'll make a nice wedding dress.
Alright, fine. But the mercantile is still all out of lace. I think I might have some at home. You go check. Okay. So have you found a venue, color scheme, flowers, cake? Please tell me you're gonna have
do you know anybody else that might be interested?
Yes, me.
Oh, Milton, that's what I'm afraid of. Look, to be a deputy, you gotta be brave, fair, and intelligent.
I can count all the way to 10.
Oh, Milton, I just don't think this job is for you.
Give me a chance, Sheriff. I'll show you what I can do.
Well,
You ain't really thinking of giving Milton a job, are you, Paul? Well, he's as dumb as fox or us.
Nobody else wants a job.
How about me?
Milton,
You're out.
you got a job.
Yay! I'm a deputy! Do I need a badge?
I suppose there's one on my desk.
My daddy said that people long before I actually give me a job. I can't wait to heaven. I've never seen things so before. How could you hire Milton as your deputy?
Everybody deserves a chance.
Yeah, but Milton, is stupider than the post that fell down in the wind.
Mr. Webster, I insist you get out here right now.
Mrs. Blossom, what can I do for you today?
I need to have a talk with you.
Very well. Come on in.
I will not. I am a lady and a lady does not enter a saloon. I insist you come out here.
Oh, very well. Now, what is it that I can do for you?
I want you to call off this wedding to my daughter Kayla May.
And why would I do that?
Because it's the decent thing to do. I know exactly why Kayla May agreed to marry you, and I won't stand for it.
Kayla May came to that decision on her own. She's a big girl.
Your price is way too high. I demand that you call it into this wedding right now.
I would think you would want your land back.
Not if she has to marry an evil man.
Oh, come now, Mrs. Blossom. You can't believe all the things that you hear about me.
You weren't so nice when you came out to my land the other day and told me to pay up or get off my land.
Business, Mrs. Blossom, it was merely business.
I don't believe you, Mr. Webster.
I really don't care. I'll be marrying your daughter tomorrow, whether you like it or not, right here on Main Street.
You are an evil man. You ever come back on my land again, I'm going to run a pitchfork through your heart.
Well then, I'll be sure that me and my new bride never come to visit you. Good day, Mrs. Blossom.
I'm telling you, I heard it right over there. Hazel Blossom said she was going to run a pitchfork right through Mr. Webster's heart. Something about bribing Kayla May. Well, from that very spot, I heard Virgil Buckley say that he was going to take his mouth to Mr. Webster. Sure does seem like Mr. Webster has many enemies here in town. Sooner or later, somebody's going to do away with it. Might as well be Virgil.
He's gonna have to be Darlene to it. She said that someday Mr. Albert was gonna find himself dead, and she hoped she'd be the one to do it. By strangling him. She ran out down the street, probably going to find some gloves.
Do you think we should tell the sheriff? Why? He can't do anything.
Until Mr. Webster finds himself dead.
By then, it'll be too late. He'll already have cold feet. I think we just need to keep our eyes and ears open.
Here,
Bill,
I've been studying these here water posters, and I think we have some criminals here in town.
oh, we don't have any criminals here in Pine Grove.
Okay? What about this one? This one looks just like Mrs. Groom.
Mrs. Crosby, she doesn't have a mustache and a beard.
Well, if you imagine the beard done, it looks just like her.
It's not Mrs. Crosby.
I don't know, Paul. Mrs. Crosby could use a shave. Okay? Well, what about this one? If you hold it out and squint,
Deputy Bill, put the wanted poster back on my desk.
But Sheriff, I was just studying the water poster.
Look, the first thing a deputy should do is follow order. Now, put the wanted poster back on the desk.
Oh, all right, Sheriff. Pa. I do everything you say.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like your attention, please. I have an important announcement. Tomorrow morning, I'll be getting married to Miss Kayla May Blossom, and you're all invited. Door prizes. There will be door prizes, and so if you come and join me on this wonderful day and celebrate with me and my beautiful bride, you may win a prize. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow morning.
Oh, great. This is all we need here in our town. This right here gonna bring the ruffians here. Ain't no good gonna come from this. Ooh.
All right, maybe we'll get some action around here.
I don't think it's proper to entice people to come to a wedding by armed brides.
I completely agree. Just ain't right. You mean you ain't gonna come to the wedding?
Of course I am.
Oh, me too. I might be being nuts.
Pine Grove?
Pine Grove?
I think he's asking if this is Pine Grove.
Oh, yes, this is Pine Grove.
Albert Webster.
You'll find Mr. Webster over there in the saloon. You come for the wedding?
No. Just Albert Webster.
Seems as though a lot of people are interested in Mr. Webster.
Yes. Yes, it does. Come on, ladies. I'll finish up your orders.
How did you find me? Well, I guess that doesn't matter.
Where's my money?
Your money? Oh, it's safe.
Where?
When I say it's safe, I mean I don't have it.
What?
I invested it.
I want my money now.
I don't have your money now. It's all tied up in loans.
Now!
All right. Okay. Well, I guess I can cancel the wedding tomorrow and foreclose on the Blossom farm. That would be enough.
More.
More. Virgil Buckley's place. I'll foreclose on Virgil Buckley's place, and that will be more than enough. What do you say?
Fine.
Okay. Well, when this is done, I don't want you hanging around here anymore.
All I want is my money.
Okay. It'll take me a day or two, but I'll get you your money.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay. Tomorrow. Now listen. You go camp north of town. I don't want the sheriff looking at you and getting all suspicious and asking questions.
Do not run out on me.
I won't run.
Everyone stay where y'all are. Don't let nobody leave, Captain Milton.
Yes,
Don't let no one leave.
yes, sir.
Bill,
Murder. This is just terrible. Have any of y'all folks seen Kayla May run through here? She was wearing a wedding dress because she was gonna get married today. But I guess that ain't gonna be happening anymore on account of his room. I mean, that's Miss Webster. But you all know that. What I'm trying to say is, he's got cold feet. That's a little too nicely said. What I mean to say is, he ain't been guilty! You just have a tendency to give one. Our cold feet. Frankly, I'm a bit glad on account of Kayla May and I'm a bit glad on account of Kayla May would have been much better off marrying that lovely boy just uptown. He ain't rich like Mr. Webster, but he's far more kinder, politer, nicer, gentler. Go on. Oh, sorry. Well, what I'm trying to say is that lovely boy is just much better than Mr. Webster ever was. He ain't no good at all. Oh, I guess this means that I'm not the maid of honor anymore on account of Kayla May's room who's just been murdered. Oh, what did I come out here for again? That's right. Have any of your folks seen Kayla May run through here? Please help me. No, wait. Gladys, you went out that way, but Gladys, Sheriff said that everyone has to stay right here. Oh, I sure hope Kayla May is okay.
Everyone stay put.
Yes, sir. What about Virgil? He walked right out of town.
Did you let Virgil leave?
Was he not supposed to?
What part did you not understand about do not let anyone leave?
The Virgil part?
Oh, give Virgil back here.
Yes, sir.
what happened, Sheriff? Mr. Webster getting some shot?
Oh, Mr. Webster dead, all right.
Who killed him?
That's what I aim to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask each and every one of y'all to stay here until we have this matter of murder resolved.
Well, how long do you reckon we have to stay here?
Don't rightfully know. Oh, since some of y'all folks from out of town, I reckon y'all don't know me. I'm sure.
Paul! I heard there's been a killing!
Land sakes! Word travels faster than a cockroach when the lights turned on.
So it's true. Someone's been gunned down, snuffed out, put on ice.
Now, sir, I'm on official business. I don't need no young'un underfoot.
Well, you promised me that I'd get the hold of the bad guys and solve the next crime.
Disky kid daggers. Now you going home to your mama. Stop her crying. You know I can't get her. You can cry. Look, we'll see, okay? We'll see.
Please, Paul. You want me to frisk him?
No,
You want me to round up the posse?
no.
You want me to shut up?
Let me right tonight. Now, I was just introducing myself.
Wow, Paul. There sure is a mess of people who can't get away.
It sure is, but you know, I think they here for them presents that Mr. Albert was going to give away. I think they out of luck now.
Paul, where's your badge? You can't be a sheriff without a badge.
Shucks, I didn't have time to put it on this morning.
You better go get it. These people want a properly dressed sheriff.
I'll be right back, folks.
I'll keep an eye on things while you are gone. All right, folks. Here's your chance. No,
Ask me if they've seen anything.
yes. I have a question for all of y'all. Have y'all fine folks seen any suspicious activity this morning or yesterday? Oh.
I was just thirsty. I was just desperate.
Did you catch his name?
Or tell her where to find me.
What? Yes? then it was just an idea, not a plan. I promise you, I assure you, I swear it. I wasn't actually.
Okay,
Yes.
This one.
Virgil carrying some papers. Did you see what the papers said?
Did you see what the paper said?
Somebody else saying something? Yes?
Just my fan, honey.
Which way did she go? Anything else?
Is that true, Harlan?
I would, if I had enough money for it.
You don't have enough money.
Yes.
What?
Anything else?
There was a suspicious little girl waiting for a crime to happen.
That could be. Yes?
She passed that question.
Yes? Pitchfork?
The pitchfork. Who had a pitchfork?
Who?
Virgil had a pitchfork and papers?
I'm crazy. Anything?
Caleb May's mother had a pitchfork. That's what you said, Caroline.
Wow. Anything else? Well, you folks are real good. I'll keep these facts in mind during our investigation, and then you can join me in seeing some justice being served.
There, now I am properly dressed.
You look good, Paul.
Thanks, Sarah. Now, as I was saying, I am sure. Why is it you got to laugh every time I say our name?
I can't help it, Paul. Tipple's a funny name.
Will you just let me get on with my job?
Sure, Paul. Show me your stuff.
As I was saying, nobody can leave until we track down this killer and put him behind bars.
And then we're gonna have us a hanging, right, Paul?
That's up to the judge.
Now that judge was paying. Maybe we could hang the killer before the judge gets here.
Sarah?
Sorry, Paul. Oh, Sheriff! Sheriff! Yoo-hoo! Sheriff! I know exactly who killed Bartle. Or no, Mr. Webster. I know who killed Mr. Webster. It was Bartle.
assist is to help.
I don't have to see it to know the sheriff. It's as plain as the nose on my face. Virgil, mascot, Mr. Wilson.
You might be careful, don't you say that, you might just lose your nose. Virgil, he was just letting off some steam yesterday. I need to prove before I accuse a man of murder.
Well, here comes the murder right now. Why don't you just ask?
I keep telling you, I didn't do nothing.
The sheriff sent for me to bring you back. That's my sure. I brought Virgil back here.
Nice of you rejoining us, Virgil. Now, I want you to stay here until I question you.
Why would you want to question me?
Just because I asked.
All right, Sheriff.
Now, Deputy Milton, you think you can keep everyone here?
Why, of course, Sheriff. You didn't have to tell me twice.
Oh, I done told you twice. Now, we have to check out Mr. Webster's room before I talk to the wedding party.
Want me to get a horseman to make some talk about?
That won't be necessary.
Who did?
I don't know, Virgil.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I was in the saloon this morning and I saw you go up to Mr. Webster's room. When the sheriff finds out that you were Mr. Webster's girlfriend and you were the last one to see him alive, he's gonna lock you up for sure.
I only went up to Albert's room to talk some sense in it. He would have never been happy with that country girl. He needs a real woman like me.
And what did he say when you saw him?
Nothing. He wouldn't come to the door.
All right. Where were you when the shot was heard?
That is none of your business.
Sheriff will want to know.
He won't even know to ask. Unless you wouldn't.
I might. After all, I was Mr. Webster's best man.
Don't give me that. You know the only reason Albert asked you to be his best man is because he stole Caleb A from you, and I heard you was fighting mad about it too.
I was, but not enough to kill him.
And just why would you be his best man after what had happened?
Well, truth be told, I owed him some money. And he said he'd give me a month off my loan payment if I was his best man. He was going to take my land if I didn't do it.
Sounds like you have just as much reason to pass on Albert as anybody. You know, the sheriff will have you behind bars when he hears it.
I'll be behind bars before me.
Well, I'm not going to wait around here and have him pin a murder on me. I'm getting out of here.
But Deputy Milton won't let anybody leave.
We'll see about that.
You cannot.
Deputy Milton, nice day.
Yes, nice day. Except for Mr. Webster.
Oh, yes, terrible thing to happen on one's wedding day. Well, Deputy Milton, look at you have such big muscles. Now I can see why the sheriff hired you to be his deputy. You're so big and strong, and I bet you run real fast in them little boots. Now, you don't mind if I go powder my nose now, do you?
But the sheriff said for me to keep everyone here.
Now, you don't think he meant little old me now, do you?
You'll come right back.
Of course. I'd hate to get you in trouble on your first day.
I reckon it'll be okay if you come right back.
Faster than you can run in them little boots. Do we leave now, Sheriff?
Oh, no, not till I identify the killer.
But I have work to do. You heard it here. The sheriff said for you to stay. So you will stay. Want me to throw her in jail to keep her mouth from running off?
That's not necessary.
Oh,
go and bring her back here.
Yes, sir.
You know, with the windows locked from the inside, the killer had to leave another way, but out of that door without anybody hearing them.
Pretty hard to do with that door. You heard it when we went out? Squeaks like it hasn't been oiled in a month or something.
Yeah, it does make a racket.
Maybe the shooter left from another way.
Another way.
Yeah, Pa. You know that everyone says that there's a secret passageway out of Mr. Webster's room.
Oh, that's just reference. There's no secret passageway.
What?
Did you see another way out of that room?
Wouldn't be a secret if I could see it.
Sheriff, I feel I need to tell you something.
Can't wait till we clear up this shooting.
Absolutely not. It's about that. I know who's done it.
And who might that be?
Darlene.
Darlene? A lady killed Mr. Webster?
Darlene is no lady. She's floozy.
Huh?
Or you ask your mama later.
Anyway, I heard her threaten Albert after he kicked her out the other day.
You talking about Darlene's word to Mr. Webster?
Yes, you were there. You heard it too. Darlene said, and I quote, "It's a good thing I can't get my hands around your fat neck, Albert. I'd squeeze till your head popped off."
Did you see Darlene go up to Mr. Webster's room this morning?
No, but I know she done it. She's usually in the saloon, and I am late. I would never go in there.
Did you see Darlene even enter the saloon?
No, but I know she done it. The same as I know the rooster's gonna crow in the morning. Here's what I reckon she's done. Mr. Webster was just sitting in his room, probably counting all his money. It most likely was difficult on account of he has so much. But since he's used to that, he managed. Then Darlene tiptoed up the stairs and rapped on Mr. Webster's door. Rap, rap, rap. Mr. Webster quickly hid all his money, not wanting anyone to see just how much he has, especially that Lindsay. Then he opened the door to find Darlene. At first, Darlene was overly nice to Mr. Webster, if you know what I mean. She got real close and ran her fingers through his hair. Then she put her hand around Mr. Webster's neck, catching him off guard. She formed a tight grip around Mr. Webster's throat and squeezed like she was squeezing lemons to make lemonade until Mr. Webster went limp.
But Mr. Webster, he wasn't strangled.
I think
Get your hands off of me, Milton, before I move my foot into your hind end.
That'd be better than having me moved out of this job. Sheriff, I brought Darlene back.
Fine. Darling, you stay with the crew. I'll get to you later.
Why, I didn't do anything.
Just get over there. Now, Miller,
Yes,
can you keep everyone here?
I'll do my best.
Oh, your best ain't been good enough. Sarah, let's go investigate that room for some hidden passageways.
Want me to get the magnifying glass and find us all?
That won't be necessary.
Kayla May, oh dear, am I late for the wedding? Oh, Kayla, is the wedding over? Oh, my poor Kayla May. I wasn't gonna come to the wedding, but I thought, this is my Kayla May, my only child. She and I haven't had it easy since her father died, and then Mr. Webster threatened to take our land. I told Kayla May not to marry Mr. Webster. We'd get by somehow. But she was thinking of her mama, and she thought by marrying him that we'd get our land back.
Hey, I just want to let you know that,
Miss Webster has cold feet. Cold feet? You mean he's finally called off the wedding? Well, that's just fine with me. This wasn't no wedding anyway. It was more like a funeral. I'm glad Mr. Webster's got cold feet. Does mess up my plan, so, hey,
What we're trying to say is, Mr. Webster has been killed.
Kill? Serves him right. He wasn't a nice man, you know. Does seem I did come dressed appropriately after all.
why me too?
Oh, well, Kayla May stays the night here in town. Does anyone know where she is?
We don't know. She ran off that way.
Well, I've got to go find her. Kayla May!
Hey, you can't leave.
Milton, I've got to go find Kayla May.
Hazel, I do not let you leave.
Do you ever see a mama bear protecting her cubs?
Why, yes I have, Hazel. Mama grizzlies are one of the fiercest creatures I've ever seen. Why, one time a mama grizzly chased me up one of them trees and had me there for a whole day. I hate to eat pine cones for breakfast. What does that have to do with anything?
Because I'm a mama grizzly that's protecting her cub. I've got to find Kayla May. Get out of my way.
Miller, was that Hazel leaving?
She doesn't tear me apart like a mama grizzly.
And what do you think I'm going to do to you? I asked you to do one simple thing.
Maybe that's just one too many things. Me.
You just go and get Hazel and bring her back here.
All right, Sheriff. I just hope she doesn't rip my head off.
Well, Sarah, it looks like there ain't no secret passageway. That means somehow the killer had to leave without anyone whose name knows his door.
Or maybe no one was in the room when he was shot. I'm sorry. Yeah, no one was in the room when he was shot.
How can that be? You thinking he killed himself?
No, his gun's on the desk and he's on the other side of the room. So,
Sheriff, I wasn't gonna say anything, being I don't like to put my nose in other folks' business.
Really?
But I know who sent Mr. Webster on to the next life.
And I'm sure you won't tell me.
Why, Sheriff, it's my civic duty to help you solve this critical crime.
And who sent Mr. Webster on?
Well, I hate to say, being a lady and all,
Really?
it's Hazel.
Hazel? Huh?
I overheard her and Mr. Webster yesterday. Not that I was eavesdropping, you know, I'm not that kind of person.
Of course not, of course not.
I heard her say, and I quote, Mr. Webster, you're an evil man, and if you come on my land again, I'm going to run a pitchfork through your heart.
Now, Miss Pickens.
Here's how she carried it out. milking the cows, feeding the chickens, slugging the hogs. Chores on the farm were animals, you know. Anyway, she had the pitchfork in her hand, and she remembered what she said yesterday. She decided she had to do it. So early in the morning, before people walked the street, she slipped into town. As quietly as a mouse tiptoeing past a sleeping cat, she ascended the steps up to Mr. Webster's room and tapped lightly on the door. Tap, tap, tap. Mr. Webster, just getting up from a restful night's sleep, got up, stretched and yawned, made his way to the door and opened the door. Hazel entered with pitchfork in hand. She told Mr. Webster she wanted him to call off the wedding. Mr. Webster just chuckled, ha, 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 and told Hazel to leave. Hazel, being like a mama bear protecting her cub, lunged at Mr. Webster with a pitchfork, running him through.
But Mr. Webster wasn't killed with a pitchfork.
Of course not. As I was saying, Hazel lunged at Mr. Webster with a pitchfork to run through. But Mr. Webster was able to slip out of the way just in the nick of time. Hazel, being like a mama bear protecting her cub, grabbed that gun off his desk and shot Mr. Webster. Bang! Giving him cold feet. Then she descended the stairs, went back home to finish feeding her livestock. No one could blame her, though, for doing Mr. Webster in, don't you think?
Thank you, Miss Dickens, for that insight.
Hazel was more black, like she was going to a funeral.
I will keep that in mind when I start questioning folks.
Come on, Hazel. You want to see my mama bear anger? Your mama bear anger does not scare me as much as the sheriff's anger. He's scary. Don't tell him I said that. You go tell him no, Hazel. All right, Hazel, back.
Good. Now maybe I'll leave Sarah here to make sure everyone stays put.
Aw, Paul, I don't have to babysit Milton. Give me another chance, Sheriff. I know I can do good this time.
Okay, I'll give you another chance.
Thanks, Sheriff. I won't disappoint you.
Too late for that.
Did you see the bullet hole through Mr. Webster's door leading to his bedroom?
Sarah, that's a saloon. They smoke bullet holes in your doghouse sleeve.
Someone kind of shot him through the door.
That would be some mighty fancy shooting to shoot a man through the door and sitting clear across the other side of the room. But maybe we should check out your theory instead of looking at bullet hole in the door.
Gladys, what's the matter?
Oh, Harley, it's just, I'm so worried about Caleb Bay. I've never been so nervous, anxious, upset, concerned. I'm sorry, Harley, it's just that I left Caleb Bay down the hall in that room, but right before the shooting, and then after the shooting went off, I went to go check on her, and she wasn't there, and she was acting mad nervous earlier today, but then so would I be nervous if I had to marry Mr. Webster. And these nice folks told me that she ran off that way, and she hasn't come back since, and I'm getting kind of afraid, fearful, distressed, alarmed,
Right.
concerned, and
I'm worried too.
I have to find her.
What about Milton?
Oh, I'll take care of Milton. I have to find Kayla May and make sure she's all right. Watson, you cannot leave. Bill, get out of my way. I have to find Kayla May. The sheriff said for everyone to stay here. Milton, you get out of my way, or with just one kick, your rooster days are over. Rats! The sheriff's gonna have my...
course not. There's no proof.
So who do you think done it? I want to see a hanging.
We can't be hanging people just because we want to hang them.
Don't see why not.
So this is a law-abiding town.
I would have to go to the wrong place. Sheriff, I feel I need to tell you something. She ran out of the saloon right after the shot. She looked real suspicious, and she might have even done it.
Who are you talking about?
Gladys.
Gladys. You think Gladys shot Albert?
What else did Gladys hightail it out of here just now?
She left?
Faster than a fox after raiding the chicken coop.
Did she?
Yes, sir.
Don't you worry. Maybe we'll find her. Milk,
Yes, Sheriff.
did you let Gladys leave?
Gladys.
Gladys.
Well.
Well,
Oh, she threatened me.
threaten you.
Yeah, she threatened to kick the rooster out of me.
Gotta be strong evidence.
That ain't so easy, Sheriff. I've been threatened to be kicked, torn apart, and have someone move me. It's kind of tough.
When this is all over, me and you gonna have a long talk. Now, get Gladys back here.
All right, Sheriff. I just hope I can crow in the morning.
I wonder why Gladys left.
Well, do you want me to get my dog to help us track down Gladys? It needs a little help.
No, that dog, the only thing she can find is her food dish. I'm sure Gladys didn't go very far. You know, I think we need to take a closer look at that body.
What you thinking, Pop?
Not sure, but I got a hunch that Mr. Webster can still tell us something.
What? A dead man gonna talk?
Not exactly, but he can still tell us something. Let's take a closer look at that body.
Okay.
Excuse me. I hope you ladies don't mind. But I'm thinking about
Advice? Why, my friends and I are always happy to help our fellow townsmen. In fact, we've been known to give good advice on occasion.
You see, I need me a wife, and now that Mr. Webster has cold feet, I was figuring Caleb May would see fit to marry me.
Kayla May marry you?
I know that I don't have all the money that Mr. Webster had, but Mr. Webster wouldn't love her like I would. How can I get Caleb May to notice me? I mean, how can you find a lady like Caleb May to notice a plain guy like me?
How about flowers?
Do you really think flowers will work?
Fine ladies always like flowers. I know I do.
I saw some daisies just outside of town. I'll go pick some and give it to Caleb May. Maybe we win after all.
Milton, I hope you don't plan on having any children. The sheriff said for you to stay here, so you have to stay here.
Right, you see Caleb May?
No, and Milton won't let me keep looking for her. You have a problem with that? You take that up to the sheriff. I might just do that. Good.
I have to find some flowers before Caleb May comes back. Excuse me, Milton.
Harley, I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave these sheriff's orders.
But I already found some flowers to Caleb May to marry me.
I thought she was marrying Mr. Webster.
How could she marry Mr. Webster? He's got cold feet.
I guess that is so.
That's her?
Where's it? Right. So what did the body tell you, Pop?
A lot.
Like what?
It's cold as a frosty morning.
Yeah. So, what does that mean?
Oh, you'll see. Who left this time, Milton?
Oh, Sheriff, how did you know that Harley left?
Hardee left.
It wasn't my fault. He tricked me.
The real trick is getting you to do your job, Milton. What am I going to do with you, deputy?
Sheriff, I did not know how Harley's strap was going to be when I asked for it. I'm sorry.
Maybe when this is all over, you should get a different job. Now, go get Hardee back here.
Yes, Sheriff. I feel like a yo-yo. I found him.
Hardee, can we talk to you?
Of course, Sheriff.
First things first, what are the flowers for?
Caleb May. I need me a wife, so I figure she's just the one.
But she was going to marry someone else.
How's she gonna marry someone else? He's got cold feet.
You want him
Mr. Webster's dead don't mean I killed him. I came down to see if we can make it a joint ceremony. Figured I could find me a wife this morning. Since I took me a bath the night before. I never thought I'd give Mr. Webster cold feet so I could marry his bride. That just wouldn't be right. Now someone's done that anyway. I feel can't make me to a girl. So here I am.
Honest fellow.
Sure seems that way. Harley, did you hear the door close to Mr. Webster's room after that shot?
This door?
Yeah. Squeaks loud enough to raise the dead. Well, maybe not that loud. Since Webster's still kind of dead.
Yeah, I didn't hear no door open.
Where were you when you heard the shot?
In the saloon?
See anyone?
Just Virgil. He was coming out of the hall from Mr. Webster's office.
I wonder what he was doing in Mr. Webster's office.
Now, folks, excuse me, Sheriff. I ain't find my killer man.
You should stay put.
Sheriff, I ain't find killer man before someone else asked for her in.
I don't think that'll happen right soon. You can stay here.
All right, Sheriff.
We got a question, Virgil?
Yep, that's what we're gonna do next.
I'll get him. Virgil!
I could have yelled.
That's what you have me for.
Yeah.
Harley tells me he saw you coming down the hallway from Mr. Webster's office just after that shot occurred.
That's right. After all, I'm the best man. I'll wait for him to come downstairs.
In his office.
I wasn't in his office.
And where were you when the shot rang out?
Where was I when the shot?
Seems to be an echo out here, Paul.
I was in the room next to his office, checking on the wet cake.
Checking on the wet cake.
Yep.
Did anyone see you in the hall?
Harley.
That confirms what Harley said.
Nothing says that they didn't do it together.
Were you in the saloon early this morning?
Yep.
Did you see Mr. Webster?
Nope.
Did you see anyone go up to Mr. Webster's room?
Did I see anyone go up to Mr. Webster's room?
There's that echo again.
Now, Virgil, you better be telling me the truth.
Darlene. I saw Darlene going up to Mr. Webster.
I think we need to talk to Darlene.
I'll get her. I'll
You're right nice.
Now, Sheriff, don't believe everything Darlene tells you about me. She's going to tell you that Mr. Webster and I didn't get along, but we were friends, good friends.
You and Mr. Webster are friends.
Not your business over there. Yeah, we was friends. After all, I was the best man.
Oh, it did sound that way yesterday out here in the street.
Oh, that was nothing. We were just chumming around.
Yeah, of course. You can join the others now.
All right,
You wanted to see me, Sharon?
Darlene, I just want to know why you was going to attend the wedding of a man that dropped you.
like a hot potato.
Sarah.
Well, he did, Pop.
I don't think I like what you're implying, Sheriff.
I'm not implying anything. I just want to know why you were here to attend the wedding of your ex-boyfriend's wedding.
When you weren't even invited.
That's right, girl. You weren't even invited.
I'm sure the lack of an invitation was just an oversight.
Now, Darlene, just answer the question. Why were you here to attend the wedding of a man that dropped you? That you make a statement and I quote.
It's a good thing I can't get my hands around your cat and collar or squeeze till your head pops off.
I never said that.
Oh, yes, you did. We all heard it. I can tell you was pretty upset when Mr. Webster dropped you.
Like a hot potato.
Sarah, you really should have let me do my job.
Sorry, Pop.
Well, I was upset at Albert,
I'll get the hang of it.
but not enough to kill him. I knew that my Albert would come to his senses and marry me over that country bumpkin. I just needed to be within earshot when he did.
Speaking of earshot, where were you when the shot was heard?
Sarah, I'll do the question I was getting there. Now, where were you when you heard the shot?
Where was I when I heard the shot?
You heard my paw.
I was checking on the wedding cake.
Checking on the wedding cake.
Checking on the wedding cake.
Did anyone see you?
Well, no.
Did you hear the door to Mr. Webster's room open up after the shop?
No, because I was downstairs checking on the wedding cake.
I understand that you went up to Mr. Webster's room this morning.
Who told you that?
Makes no matter who did you.
Yes, that Virgil's gonna get me.
So what did you say to Mr. Webster when you saw him?
Nothing. He wouldn't come to the door. So I just went back downstairs.
You sure about that?
Well, yes, I'm sure. But you should ask Virgil about him owing Albert a lot of money. And about how Albert stole Kayla May from him.
Is that so?
That is so.
Thanks, Darlene. You can join others now.
Funny that she didn't see Virgil checking on the cake too.
Yeah, it seems that someone's lying.
They'll tell the truth. And when I get a hot brand and iron pot.
That won't be necessary, Sarah. But I think we could check on this wedding cake because it seems to be mighty important to too many people around there.
That's a fine idea, Pop. I'm a little hungry.
We ain't gonna be eating it
Don't see why not. There ain't gonna be a wedding.
because it's evidence. But maybe she can take a check. Mr. Webster's office having a check on that wedding cake.
What for?
Just trying to get all the facts so we solve this murder.
What you got there, Virgil?
Land sakes, Gladys, it's not nice to sneak up on a fellow like that.
I'm not sneaking. What are you hiding?
None of your business.
Well, fine. You don't have to be so rude about it. So unkind about it. So unthoughtful about it.
Why did you tell the sheriff I went up to Albert's room?
I didn't.
Yes, you did. He told me so. So I told him about you owing Albert money and about how he stole Kayla May from you.
You backbiting rattlesnake.
You wiggly weasel. I'll never speak to you again.
That's fine by me.
Fine by me too.
Fine.
Fine.
Well, I'm not waiting around any longer. I've got to go find Kayla May.
Hazel, you can't leave.
I'm going to go look for Kayla May. No, you're not.
What tarnation you do to the milk?
Hey,
He wouldn't let me go look for Kayla May.
Sheriff, you need to arrest Hazel for assaulting a law officer. I'm a deputy.
Arrest me?
Don't you fret, Milton. Hazel ain't gonna be harming no one. Hazel, why don't you join us? I'm sure Kayla may return soon.
She gave me a pain in the neck.
You are a pain in my neck. Sarah, it looks like someone was looking through Mr. Webster's desk.
Yeah, that's quite a mess.
And did you see the wrapping paper on the floor by the wedding gifts?
Wow, Tom, you notice everything.
You have to have a sharp eye to be a good law officer.
Sheriff, I really need to go look for Kayla May.
We will. Milton,
Yes,
why don't you go find Kayla May, because you seem to be able to find people better than keeping people put.
that's because I have a nose like a bloodhound. And you smell like one too. Hey, come on.
Say, Hazel, you weren't keen on the idea of Kayla May marrying Mr. Webster, were you?
Ain't no secret I hated the idea.
I'll get the hang of the rope.
Sarah,
Oh, you ain't no fun.
But I wanted what Kayla May wanted. Kayla May wanted to marry Mr. Webster. She wanted to get the farm back for her mama. I told Kayla May the farm wasn't worth marrying him. Ain't nothing worth marrying that man. But I did what I had to do.
Are you sure you don't want me to get the hang of the rope?
I'm sure, Sarah. Hazel, so what did you do?
I let Kayla May have her way.
Are you sure you didn't stop the wedding by shooting the groom?
Of course not, Sheriff. I plan on waiting until after the wedding to give him a cold feet. Then that way Caleb May will get all of his money.
That's a fine idea, Tom.
Sure enough it is. One last question, Hazel. Where were you when the shot was heard?
Well, I wasn't even in town to hear it. I arrived late.
Late for your own daughter's wedding?
I know. I wasn't going to come, but I thought I couldn't do that to Caleb May, so I rushed here and arrived after Mr. Webster was found dead.
You didn't come to town early this morning and pay Mr. Albert a visit, did you?
Heck no. I had to milk the cow, feed the chickens, and slop all those hogs.
Okay, thanks, Hazel. We'll be letting everyone go soon.
Best hurry up, Sheriff.
Oh, but Sheriff, I do think it would be a swell idea if you let I or Hazel go look for Kayla May. She may need us.
Milton's looking for her. But first, I need to talk to you.
Talk to me? Why?
Just trying to solve the crime, Gladys.
You don't think that I killed Mr. Webster, do you?
I didn't say you did. Just want to ask some questions, that's all. Gladys, just where were you when that shot was occurred?
I don't think I want to answer that question, Sheriff. I'm sure you'll answer if I twist your arm.
Oh, well, I don't think that'll be necessary, sir.
Well, if you must know, I was checking on the wedding cake.
Checking on the wedding cake.
I was checking on the wedding cake, and I was in the room alone when I was doing it. And then after I heard the shot go off, I ran to Kayla May's room to see if she was okay, but she wasn't there.
Kayla May left? She wasn't there?
She wasn't there.
Where did she go?
I don't know. I reckon she must have been so upset to have Mr. Webster turn up dead that she ran off over the horizon.
Interesting.
What's interesting? Fascinating, curious.
Oh, thanks, Gladys.
I found Kayla May, Sheriff.
Good work, Deputy.
There, Caleb. May, everything's going to be okay.
But what am I going to do? I won't be able to get back the farm for you. Mr. Webster said he would give you back the farm if and I married him. Do you think I could still marry a dead man and get his money?
I don't think you can do that, Kayla May. It's kind of hard to say I do when you're dead.
I don't care about the farm, honey. All I care about is you.
Kayla May, I'm so sorry about the wedding.
Thanks, Sheriff. It's been a hard day. Seeing my fiance dead, having my dream of getting back the farm fade away. It's been hard.
Kayla May, why don't you just come sit down? This is a difficult case, Paul. How are you going to know who's done it?
There are some stories that just don't add up.
Yeah, there does seem to be a lot of living going on.
There does seem to be a lot of people have a lot to hide. But only one had their finger in the cake, though. The others, they're just lying. I wonder who else has been telling tales.
Yeah, I think we should line up all the suspects and have the wedding guests question them. They gave me some pretty good observations that I believe we should use up. August.
That's a fine idea, Sarah.
Harley, Gladys, Hazel, Darlene, and Virgil. Line up. Leave this to me, Mom. I know what to do. Come on, line up.
It's all yours, Sarah.
Are you He's married.
They usually are.
All right, folks. Here's your chance to help. And then we're gonna have us a hanging. All right. Ask all of these suspects any questions you like about the murder. Yes?
Well, I hold in my hand. I don't remember exactly what I was holding my hand. Those are doctors notes, real nasty stuff, halitosis.
Forget it, man.
Who's Morgan? Me. My name's Gladys. Look far off. What is your question, son?
Honey, it's my disinfectant.
She needs it.
What's between you and Virgil, darling?
Between me and her, nothing. He's broke.
Can you prove Albert gave it to you?
Oh, my word isn't good enough? No.
It's
I haven't hidden anything in years.
Oh, no. I couldn't do that.
Yes? You. Virgil. Documents?
Oh, those are my private papers.
Yes?
Why are you all checking on the case? Good question.
Well, to make sure it was fine. Okay. All right. And
Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Just what flavor was the cake?
It was pecan.
Oh, no, it was a vanilla bean.
Darlene, you were in the room too. What flavor was the cake?
I said I checked on it, not tasted it. That is rude.
Thanks, Sarah. You did a fine job. And thanks to the wedding guests, y'all asked some mighty good questions and got some really interesting answers.
Who do you think done it, Paul?
Well, I think I know who did it. Folks, seems we have a killer among us. Seems a lot of you were saying y'all was checking on that wedding cake. Darling, you said you was checking on the wedding cake when the shots heard. If that's so, why didn't you see Virgil?
Because he wasn't there. He's lying.
I knew it was Virgil.
I wasn't lying. I was checking on the wedding cake.
Then why didn't you see Gladys? She said she was checking on the wedding cake.
Well, she's lying.
I knew it was Gladys all the time. I am not lying. I was checking on the wedding cake. I didn't even see you, Virgil.
Now someone is lying.
Wait a minute, Pop. I think I have the answer. Oh. Yep, it's frosting. She was the one who had her finger in the cake. Well, I do like the cake. Sarah, you're a regular Sherlock Holmes.
It seems Gladys is telling the truth. That means Virgil and Darlene have something to hide. Now, you mind if I check your bag, Darlene?
I do mind.
Oh,
Here you are, Pop.
thank you, darling. Just what I thought. What are these?
Just some salt and pepper shakers I brought with me.
Who brings salt and pepper shakers to a wedding?
I do. I'm lactose intolerant.
Why, those look like the salt and pepper shakers I was going to give as a wedding gift.
Would you like that hand to still work?
So that's why the wrapping paper was on the floor by the gifts.
Looks like Darlene's been helping herself to some of the wedding gifts.
I was not.
Oh, it can be easy enough to check. Deputy Miller,
Yes?
you want to check on the gifts and see if Gladys's gift is, opened up?
Yes, I do.
Hey, wait. Okay. I took the shakers. I figured Albert owed me something for marrying that country bumpkin instead of me.
She ain't no country bumpkin, she's my best friend.
Go wash your face, honey. That's where I was when I heard the shots.
Now, Deputy Miller, you think you keep her here and not me this time? Now, Virgil, it seems you have some explaining to do too. We went to Mr. Webster's office and we could see that someone went through Mr. Webster's desk. I wonder what someone was looking for.
I don't know. That's
What is
strange.
that right there?
Look, these are my medical documents. I just went to the doctor's. How's both? Boot rot, saddle sores.
Well, these seem to be loan papers, and you owe Mr. Webster a tidy sum of money.
Well, see, that's where I was when the shop was hurt. I was in his downstairs office to get my loan papers. I figured if I had them and I destroyed them, he couldn't prove I owed him any money. After I had the papers, I didn't have any reason to hurt Mr. Webster.
He's right. Now, Harley, you were another one that admitted to being in the saloon.
Yeah, but I just wanted to jump away. I can't write the paper or fancy one to kick it on myself. Now it looks like I'll have to. Seems the worse off for Mr. Webster being dead.
Sheriff, not to be indelicate, but knowing how much Harley owes the mercantile, I can testify that he can't afford wedding on his own. The story makes sense.
Thank you, lady.
Yes, sir. Dang it! I'm never gonna get to see me in it. Wait a minute. But if Virgil and Darlene didn't do it, Gladys is checking on the cake. Harley just wanted to make it a joint wedding. And Hazel is planning on giving Mr. Webster a cold feet after the wedding. Then who did it? Thank you.
That leaves only one person. Kayla May.
Me? Why would I kill my soon-to-be husband?
Oh, it's no secret why you was marrying Albert.
Yes, but I volunteered to marry him to save our farm. So why would I kill him?
Explain that.
Well,
I don't understand.
well, there is one thing that we overlook, is that the groom's got cold feet. It takes about 12 hours for a body to get that cold. I imagine last night when the saloon was loud, no one heard a gunshot or the opening of the door when someone left. Kayla May, she said earlier that her dreams faded away when she saw her fiancé dead. See, we all know that no one come out of that door, or that room, following that shot. That's because Mr. Webster was already dead before we heard it. I think Kayla May killed her fiancé the night before. This morning, she just fired a shot through the door to draw our attention to the room, just so we would find the dead body. And that's why no one heard the door squeak, because it never opened this morning.
He said he changed his mind, that he wasn't going to marry me, that he was going to take the farm from Mama and me after all. His gun was on the desk. I only grabbed it to scare him, to make him change his mind. But then he tried to grab it from me, and it went off. I didn't mean to kill him.
Oh, Kayla May.
Sheriff, I'm turning myself in.
Sarah, don't you want to get that hanging rope now?
Now, I feel kind of bad for her. After all, I was asked.
Yeah.
Sheriff! Look! Sheriff!
Hey, what's wrong with you?
It's
Hey,
him!
move. What are you talking about?
I'll show you! See, Sheriff? Look! It's him! Oh,
That's right.
see?
Can I help you?
Albert Webster.
Oh, he's not available.
He has cold feet.
How can I help you?
Never mind.
Look! Sheriff! It's him! On the water poster!
Milton, you know what I think you just caught? Oh, hold on there, buddy. I think you just caught a bank robber there, Deputy Milton. Mighty fine work, Deputy. Haul him in.
All in a day's work, Sheriff. Come on, Mr. Bank Robber, sir. Let's go.
Virgil and Darlene, y'all just wait a minute. Y'all both confessing of stealing from Mr. Webster. You broke the law. We can't have that here in Pine Grove.
Want me to haul him in, Pop?
I sure do, God. Haul him in, girl.
It'd be my pleasure.
That's my little girl right there. Yeah. That's right.
Quit that. Ow!
She's so get us there.
Get out of our child.
shame to let a good wedding cake go to waste.
I know. It was so good, too.
I've been looking for me a while. You think maybe you and I?
Why, yeah. I think I do.
I do too.
It's gotta be okay.
Morning, Sarah. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Because nothing happens in this boring town.